Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Recap of The Bold and the Beautiful for March 18. Luna emerges as Sheila's miracle. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Monday. March 18 saw Luna find solace in her grandmother's arms, Carter breaking it all down for a miserable Hope, and the Forresters plotting their next move. What happened today on The Bold and the Beautiful? Over at Il Giardino, Luna, Lisa Yamada, dropped the bomb on Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown. She's her granddaughter. She then explained she has nowhere else to go. She was hoping her grandmother would take her in. Sheila didn't believe a word of Luna's story at first. In fact, she laughed in her face and told her to leave. However, Luna pushed and informed Sheila that she's Finn's child. Luna told her about the new paternity test fiasco. Lie, Naomi Matsuda, proved Tom Starr wasn't her pops and tested Jack, Ted King. When I was native, Finn, Tanner Novlin, tested himself twice, and yes, Luna is his daughter. However, it all clicked when Luna informed her that Steffi banned her from Finn's life too. That was all it took. Sheila grabbed Luna, kissed her right on the lips and pulled her in for a hug. Hope lost her cool. Meanwhile, at the cottage, Carter, Lawrence St. Victor, tried to break the news gently to Hope, Annika Noel. He teased that he made a decision and hoped she'd understand. He explained that he's been having a crisis since the coup. He dishonored Eric, his best friend, his legal oath, and himself. It was wrong. Hope tried to boast about his success. Just look at how far he's taken the company since his name was on the LLC. Oh, about those papers. Hope went feral when Carter said he tore those up and handed the company back to its rightful owner. She blamed Carter for caving and tore into him about destroying their plan, their life. She went off about how she sacrificed so much for him. She stuck her neck out for him. She stood beside him. She loved him. Loved, not loves. Carter caught that little faux pas, or Freudian slip. Even after that, Carter tried to smooth things over by letting her know her line was safe. But no, he didn't get it in writing. Oops, Hope was furious. They risked everything for this, only for him to break all his promises, and she was sure the Forresters would break their deal before too long. The Forresters were on cloud 9. They finally had their company and Carter back. Well, hopefully. Steffi wasn't so sure they should let him off so easily. Sure, they're all blaming Hope, but Carter did what he did too. He fell for Hope and let her walk all over him and destroy his entire life. She didn't quite trust him now. Rich admitted he was also keeping his walls up. Carter now has a lot to prove. The next problems were what to do with the current staff, especially Brooke's position as CEO and Hope staying on with her line. Steffi was not okay with Hope staying in the building at all. Not for a minute. However, that may not be up to her. At least not yet. In the thrilling world of The Bold and the Beautiful, March 18th's episode delivered one of the most unexpected twists in recent memory. A day that began with heartbreak and uncertainty ended with a game-changing moment that left fans in shock. Luna, a relatively new character who had quietly entered the lives of the Forrester family, found herself unexpectedly thrust into the heart of one of the show's most notorious and twisted storylines. Sheila Carter, the complex and dangerous villainess, experienced a moment of salvation, and it all came courtesy of Luna. This is an episode that no Bold and the Beautiful fan will soon forget, as it marked a pivotal turning point for Sheila and the beginning of a new chapter in Luna's journey. Luna's mysterious connection to Sheila. Luna, played by the emerging talent in the soap opera world, is a character that has been quietly making waves. Her involvement with the Forrester family began innocently enough, but as the drama unfolded, her connection to the dark forces of the show became more apparent. While her history was mostly unknown, Luna's presence had been felt by those around her, and it was clear that she was no stranger to the world of deception and intrigue that pervades the Bold. An unexpected turn when she crossed paths with Sheila Carter. For those who followed Sheila's turbulent history, it is no surprise that she would find someone like Luna, a woman who might just hold the key to her redemption. Sheila, who had previously been at the heart of countless manipulations, murders, and betrayals, was now looking for an avenue to reclaim her power and manipulate those around her to her advantage. However, Sheila was also a character whose motivations had grown more complex over the years. Beneath the chaos and rage, there remained a sense of desperation, a desire for connection and validation that had haunted her for decades. In the March 18th episode, Luna unknowingly becomes Sheila's miracle, setting the stage for one of the most riveting and unexpected twists in the show's long history. How did Luna become the one person who could give Sheila a shot at redemption? The answer lies in a chance encounter and an act of kindness that would change the course of both women's lives. Sheila's desperation and Luna's unexpected role. The episode opens with Sheila in a vulnerable state, having been rejected by nearly everyone she cares about. Her estranged relationship with her son, Finn, and the constant turmoil she's caused to the Forrester family had pushed Sheila to the brink of despair. She found herself standing alone, desperate for a way to regain some semblance of control in her fractured world. Sheila's hope of reconciling with her family seemed increasingly impossible, and as her mental state began to unravel, she was left with little more than her own regrets and desire for validation. In a moment of seeming coincidence, Luna happens to be in the same location where Sheila is struggling to cope with her emotions. Luna, whose past was still shrouded in mystery, had developed a unique ability to empathize with people in pain. She had been the one to offer advice and solace to several of the Forrester family members during their own personal crisis. It's this empathy that, unbeknownst to her, would soon draw her into Sheila's orbit in a way that no one could have predicted. When Luna encounters Sheila, she does not see her as a dangerous villain or a woman who has caused irreparable harm. Instead, she sees a broken soul, a woman who has been pushed to the edge by a life full of mistakes and missed opportunities. Luna, with her deep sense of compassion, offers Sheila a listening ear and the kind of understanding that Sheila has never had from the people she's wronged. This seemingly small act of kindness becomes the turning point in Sheila's storyline. What Luna doesn't realize at first is that Sheila, in her broken state, sees this as a sign of hope. For the first time in years, Sheila believes she may have found someone who doesn't view her as a monster, but as a human being capable of redemption. The vulnerability that Sheila displays in this moment is heart-wrenching. It's clear that, despite her many terrible deeds, Sheila is still craving acceptance, craving the possibility of a second chance. Sheila's miracle, Luna's unlikely role. The real shocker of the March 18th episode comes when Sheila, who has spent years manipulating others to get what she wants, turns the tables and begins to see Luna as her savior. Sheila's dark, manipulative nature is far from gone, but for the first time, it appears that she might be willing to use her cunning to turn things around, not for revenge, but for something far more elusive, redemption. Luna, unknowingly, becomes Sheila's miracle because she represents the opportunity for a fresh start. Sheila begins to believe that if she can manipulate Luna into becoming an ally, she might be able to re-enter the lives of those she's wronged, and perhaps even repair her fractured relationship with Finn. Sheila's plan starts to take shape in her mind, and she begins to recognize Luna's potential role in her darker turn when Sheila approaches Luna with an offer that appears harmless on the surface, but is laden with ulterior motives. Sheila suggests that Luna could be the one to help her re-establish connections with those she's alienated, particularly Finn. The emotional manipulation is subtle, but effective. Sheila, in her desperation, frames her request as a simple plea for help. But to the audience, it's clear that she's attempting to use Luna as a pawn in her larger game. Sheila sees Luna as the perfect person to help her gain access to the Forrester family, a family that has shut her out for good reason. As the scene unfolds, Luna's instinct to help takes over, and she agrees to assist Sheila in her quest. Luna's decision sets off a series of events that will shake the foundations of the Forrester family and could alter the entire trajectory of the show. The fallout and what's next. The true extent of Luna's involvement in Sheila's plans remains to be seen. The March 18th episode ends on a cliffhanger, with Luna caught in a moral quandary. While she believes she's simply helping a woman in need, she has no idea just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Sheila's web of lies and manipulation is as thick as ever, and Luna is now an unknowing player in Sheila's dangerous game. For Sheila, the encounter with Luna is the beginning of what could be a much-needed miracle. It's a chance for her to reinvent herself, to try once more to forge meaningful connections with those she has hurt. But for Luna, the road ahead is fraught with danger. Helping Sheila could have devastating consequences, not only for Luna but for everyone around her. Sheila is not a woman who can be easily redeemed, and Luna's willingness to get involved with her may be a mistake that costs more than she ever imagined. As for the Forrester family, the return of Sheila's influence into their lives through Luna will undoubtedly create new tensions and conflicts. The family dynamic, already strained, is now under threat from a source they thought they had long since eliminated. Sheila's relentless pursuit of a second chance is far from over, and Luna may just be the key to unlocking that door. Why you can't miss this episode? March 18th's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful deliver the kind of unexpected plot twist that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Luna's role as Sheila's miracle is a turn that no one saw coming, and it opens the door to a host of new possibilities for both characters. The episode was a masterclass in emotional depth, character development, and suspense, making it a must-watch for any fan of the soap opera. Sheila's story is far from over, and with Luna now unknowingly pulled into the chaos, the stakes have never been higher. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.